I'm Beth Urech, and this is the devotional for Tuesday, January 12th, 2021. Are you familiar with Paul Tillich? He was born in Germany in 1886 and educated there. Eventually, he came to the United States where he wrote and taught. An existential philosopher and Lutheran theologian, he was considered by many the most influential theologian of the 20th century. He challenged many of the most basic ideas of what being is, who God is, who we are. He died in 1965 in Chicago. Well, I first learned about Paul Tillich from Jim Kidd, who was then the minister at the Wellington Congregational Church in Chicago. Oh, Jim was a gifted preacher, and I was active in a very active church. In fact, one Sunday, I started at the back of the sanctuary and ran up the aisle proclaiming, "Burn, baby, burn." Oh, yes, we were active. And we have a lot of activism going on right now, of all kinds. I see so many people in need, in despair, hostile, directionless, empty. I don't even think they know they're searching. And they certainly don't feel accepted by their families, their surroundings, the world. Well, we need to know what we stand for and how far we are prepared to go for what we stand for. And I think Tillich has a message that might be useful. Recently, I found program notes for a play that I produced in Urech a long time ago, The Miracle Worker. It's the moving dramatization of the story of Helen Keller and her teacher, Annie Sullivan. And I wrote in my notes that, fortunately, most of us are not physically impaired. We're not blind. We're not deaf. But we may be handicapped in other ways. And then I quoted Paul Tillich. We are estranged from the origin and aim of our life. We are separated from the mystery, the depth, and the greatness of our existence. We hear the voice of that depth, but our ears are closed. We feel that something radical, total, and unconditioned is demanded of us, but we rebel against it, try to escape its urgency, and will not accept its promise. Sometimes, at that moment of tragic despair, a wave of light breaks into our darkness as though a voice were saying, "You are accepted. You are accepted." Now, earlier today, I attended the 50th birthday of my daughter, Sarah, via Zoom, of course. And a lot of people were there from all over the world, and her wife, Felicia, asked us, "How do you know Sarah? What do you love about her? And what is your wish for yourself, for Sarah, for the world?" Well, there were a variety of wonderful answers. And then Chloe, the daughter of Sarah's closest childhood friend, piped up and said, "My wish is that we are all accepted. We should all be accepted." Now, I already knew that I wanted to talk about Paul Tillich's "You Are Accepted," so this was very fortuitous, but also profound for a young girl not yet 15 who obviously can assess the current world in which so many people are distraught, disengaged, disillusioned. As Tillich advised, you are accepted. by that which is greater than you, and the name of which you do not know. Don't ask for the name now. Perhaps you'll find it later. Don't try to do anything now. Perhaps later you'll do much. Don't seek for anything. Don't perform anything. Don't intend anything. Simply accept the fact that you are accepted. You are accepted. Accept the fact. Blessings and amen.